How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new video, and I got a little prediction for you. Coinbase will be adding DigiByte. It's only a matter of time. Now, full disclosure, I don't use Coinbase. I use other platforms, but still, the importance of DigiByte going on Coinbase is still cannot be ignored. Especially when you consider all this new influx of retail investors and the average people who just download the Coinbase app. A lot of people use stupid apps like Robinhood and stuff like that, which I would never ever wish upon my worst enemy anybody to use Robinhood for anything. People who really are at least semi-educated in cryptocurrency and can handle a basic learning curve, who use Coinbase. But still, you look at all these new projects that have been added onto Coinbase. I think that the writing is on the wall. And I think by the time DigiByte gets added to Coinbase and we actually do see a lot of these different predictions that I put forward coming to fruition, it'll be too late for the most part for many people, and I actually feel kind of sad about that. The opportunity to accumulate a million DGB, that possibility, just sort of dwindles by the day, and it's almost interesting to think that only a short few years ago that was an opportunity that was available for just the average person. This is sort of why I feel like I have a moral obligation to sort of hammer these points home and essentially spread DigiByte awareness. And, if you're out there and you're tweeting about DigiByte, you're tweeting at Elon Musk and you're spreading DigiByte awareness, you're talking about it with your friends, and you're putting these ideas out there, you really are doing you're doing really important work as far as just helping these people, especially with what we're going to be faced with in terms of inflation. I mean, when we're talking to the tune of these $1 trillion stimmies and stuff like that, it's nothing to be ignored. It's a very, very serious thing that's happening right now. And essentially, people who move over to these decentralized applications and these alternative methodologies for transactions and all these different things, those are going to be the people who are the leaders of the future paradigm. Now, and it's very, very interesting to see people who look at Bitcoin at $50,000 who a few short years ago were totally against it or completely unaware of it or just didn't take it seriously, and now they think that the ship has already sailed. But that couldn't be further from the truth. This is still just the beginning. What we're seeing now, this quote-unquote new normal and all these different aspects of these things are only going to continue, and they're only going to ramp up and become more and more in your face and pervasive. So it is very, very interesting to see that. I mean, to a certain extent, the ship is leaving the station, but it's not happening as quickly as people expect. And I think that us as the cryptocurrency community, centered around this project, we're very well, treat everybody very nicely, and I've never met an online community as great as the DigiByte one, where people are basically, so free, essentially just, giving away information so freely and just, helping out with different learning curves and stuff. You really won't find that in any. I mean, just the fact that many other projects just don't have such a passionate base, that's built around 7 years of friendships and different connections and stuff. And we are really, working towards this foundation. Lots of different content creators and stuff like that. So it is very interesting. But yeah, I stand by my prediction that Coinbase will add DigiByte eventually, and I'm looking forward to it. Just looking forward to people having that availability of it. But obviously that's almost bad news for us who love DigiByte as sort of like this underground, niche cryptocurrency that's ready to pop off at any moment. But we just have to think about UTXO blockchain and the fact that these companies are going to be seeing the writing on the wall. They already are, and they're already making the transition over to digital assets. One of the foundational principles that I think that separates DigiByte from the crowd is the fact that it has DigiID, DigiAssets, and a decentralized blockchain, which of course is like something that's a big no-no, when it comes to those who are invested in fiat and stuff like that. And I think people are generally scared, and they don't have the ability to get out of their own way. Almost that old age-old vestige of that you can't teach an old dog a new trick. I think that definitely does ring true. But I definitely see a huge potential, a huge upside, in the future for those of us who have the clairvoyance enough to see the future of all these different assets. It's not just, it's not mutually exclusive for any one project in particular, and there'll certainly be other interesting opportunities for wealth growth and so forth as we move forward. And we watch all these different communities developing and so forth as things continue to ramp up. But in that same token, and essentially, building upon that same founding principle, decentralized applications. Of course, the one thing that I always continue to bring up is we all have to keep an eye out for regulations and these things which are coming. But yeah, currently it is still the cryptocurrency Wild West. I mean, sure, it's not as wild as it was, 2016, 2015. But it's still, the opportunity is still there. These things are still able to be got for pennies on the dollar, and anybody who refuses to do that will not have my sympathy when all of us are partying on a yacht together and those people are getting a job at McDonald's. I mean, it's a brutal reality that we're looking at here, but but if you're watching this video and you're interested in cryptocurrency, you've already done 99% of the work. All that it takes now is organizational capacity, clairvoyance enough to not be shook when the prices start moving. And if you're new to cryptocurrency, then welcome to the community, and go on Twitter and interact with people, and there are a lot of great friendships. It's not about the destination, it's about the friends we make along the way. So I think that when we see Coinbase adding DigiByte and this prediction, like many of my predictions, continue to come true and continue to ring true, I think that'll be very, very interesting. Now, of course, remember, this video is for entertainment, educational purposes only. I'm not your dad. I'm not your financial advisor, so make sure that you do your own research. These projects speak for themselves, but I am very excited to see what's going to be occurring in the near future when it comes to a lot of these different aspects that are surrounding DigiByte and so forth. So yeah, all that being said, I'll see you guys next video. Have a good one.